What's up, y'all? So y'all rocking with the Cougar, and we're in the war zone. So I'm gonna have this conversation. This is the war zone. This is women's exclusive deluxe. This is a special video that I'm bringing here to y'all. Women, we got to do better. And I'm not talking about all women, but I'm talking about if you are a woman like this, or you run around with other women like this, or you got these type of women in your family. You know a couple of these women that you associate with yourself with. It's time to break away, or it's time to do something different. It's time for something. It's time for a change. Let me talk about this. A lot of you women, when you are out in the street, right? And this ain't nothing new. This has been going on for a long time, but I thought we had got past this, but I guess we haven't. There's a couple of wars that's going to be going on, like subliminal message wars, where people is talking, you know what I'm saying, about you, but they ain't talking to you. A subliminal war, like the type of subliminal war that go on here online. There's going to be wars where people do say something to you or try to get something going. You see what I'm saying? Like, we really in the war zone. Years ago, what I thought we had got past, but apparently not. That's why I'm addressing this right now. Y'all, that water went down the wrong windpipe. Hold on, let me step out for a second. Ooh, that water went down the wrong windpipe there. Goodness. All right, here I go. That water had went down the wrong windpipe. I'm sorry. I got time today. I hope you got time, because I'm going to address this, because I got time today. Back to what I was saying, with that what I thought we had got past, but I guess we didn't. Years ago, here on YouTube, before I was even a part of TikTok, or even before I even think TikTok had existed, there was a war going on with women, right? And the war was natural hair women versus relaxed hair women, or it was natural hair women versus women that wore weaves. And so I would watch these videos, and the natural hair women was talking about like how the relaxed hair women would pick with them and do certain stuff or say certain stuff to them, or or vice versa, I guess. Maybe the natural hair women would go over there and attack the relaxed hair women, or the women that wore weaves or whatever. It's always been some type of war going on in the war zone with this petty mess right here. And so let me tell y'all what happened today. I was out and I was taking care of some things, and I was getting some things done. Got up, got myself together, to go do what I need to do and take care of what I need to take care of, and go, see who I need to see and handle this and handle that. I was out there doing what I needed to do or whatever. Well, I had to make a run to Walmart. I got to Walmart, right? It's just, regular people in Walmart shopping. Walmart always got a nice crowd out there. So I had seen these women before that was in the store, whatever. It was two women that was together. I had seen them in the store, and I had saw this other, these were two light-skinned women, or white women. I couldn't really tell. They were so light. It looked like one was mixed and the other one was white. I couldn't really tell. And then the black girl that I had saw, she had some braids. So everybody shopping and everybody mind their business, checking eggs, making sure, the eggs ain't cracked, checking the expiration date on the milk, turning over, the juice, making sure, everything. Everybody that got some business about themselves is in Walmart doing business. Thank you. Everybody that got some business about themselves is in Walmart doing business and handling their business. Folks is being the customer, folks is being the consumer, folks is being the buyer, merchandise. Business is running like highway traffic, like it's supposed to. Well, I stopped at one place to look at some things that I want to purchase or whatever. Okay, so the two girls, the light-skinned and white girl, they was getting ready to walk by the black girl that had the braids. Well, when they crossed up over her, I don't know what they said, but they said something out of pocket to her. You see, these I'll be talking to y'all. I talk to y'all all the time, and this is just emotional because I'm just the state that we in, as women, the state that the world is in, like it's just a hurtful place. But you can't do nothing about it but live your life. But all I know is the two girls, the light-skinned girls, was coming up on the black girl. They was getting ready to cross over each other. Well, when they crossed up over each other, the two light girls said something to the dark girl that was by herself walking. And I thought it was regular conversation, like they knew each other. Hey girl, I ain't saw you in a long time and this and that. Well, I didn't actually hear what they said, but they said something that wasn't nice to her. And she turned around and said something to the effect like, I know you ain't talking about me the way you looking, not the way you look. So I knew then something had transpired and they said something to her. So I turned around like, what is going on? Because they said something back and then she said something back and they kept on, the girl kept going her way and they went their way. I guess after she let loose on her and exposed how she out here looking at Walmart. And I ain't gonna lie, when I turned, the black girl did say something right, like, what? I'm thinking to myself, like, what the hell could you have possibly had to say about her from what I'm standing here looking at on both of y'all? But I turned around and start getting my things or whatever. Once I saw it wasn't finna be no commotion or whatever, because I was standing on deck for it. I sure was looking. And so they broke apart. They went on or whatever. Everybody going back to handling their business, okay? Well, then I get everything that I need and I make it to the checkout. Now, I'm not for sure if this was targeted towards me or if this was for me, but I felt like this was for me because everything, it ain't the first time that something like this same comment has been for me. So I didn't feel no type of way. I went to the U-Scan with my cart to check out everything I needed. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I don't even know if it was these same two girls that had caused the commotion with that girl or if it was another clique or another clan of girls. I don't know what was going on. I just know that these are enemies coming from the dark side. 12th house of enemies. This is really in the air right now. It's really up and it's stuck out here in these streets, y'all. I pull my card up to my U-Scan and I get ready to start checking out my account. I hear out of nowhere, Bernie Mac? I didn't even know. I thought Bernie Mac was dead. I thought, didn't Bernie Mac die about 10 or 15 years ago? Like I said, I felt like it was for me. I've been targeted like that a lot of times before. So I wouldn't be shocked if it was for me. And even if it wasn't for me, I'm just bringing up this because this has happened to me before. But they was trying to figure out Bernie Mac was dead. I'm thinking, I didn't even look up. I didn't respond. But I'm saying to myself, well, how the fuck is he dead if I'm standing right here? How the fuck is Bernie Mac dead if Bernie Mac standing right here scanning all his damn groceries? But I didn't pay no attention. I kept doing what I was doing. And like I said, I never did look up. Well, they walking by. I'm on the U-Scan. You know how you walking out, going out the door. They walking past the U-Scan. Like I said, I didn't even look up. I didn't even feed into it. I didn't feed the monkeys. I just kept ringing my stuff up. I never looked up. I never felt no type of way. I never went to approach nobody. If it was for me, I'm just like, well, damn, what I do? I just came out. I'm just trying to get something. I don't know nobody. And neither did that girl back there that shit happened to her. She didn't know nobody. But for some reason, folks seem to know us. So as they walking by, yeah, I thought Bernie Mac was dead. Yeah, Bernie Mac was dead 15. I think Bernie Mac dead. Hell, no, he ain't dead. He right here. You looking at Bernie Mac. Fuck wrong with you? So I kept scanning my stuff out or whatever. And I got my car and I left. But I'm saying this or saying that to say this, that women need to carry themselves more better, because what does it matter if I'm rocking the Bernie Mac? What does it matter about this girl that's trying to get her groceries and you got something to say, like out in the streets, like calling out people flaws or imperfections that you consider a flaw or imperfection that might not even be an imperfection to them, that might not even be a flaw to them, something that they learned to deal with and got over that type of trauma and got over that type of pain about 15 years ago. And here you come putting the salt in the wound because you feel some type of way about how you feel about yourself. See, a lot of women that do this, or a lot of women that's on my channel, if you do this, or women out that you associate yourselves with that do this and act in this manner and act in this ill behavior, this sickening behavior, I got news for you. If you talking like this and doing this out in the street, then you ain't doing nothing but decreasing your self-value, something that you don't know nothing about. You couldn't know anything about value. You couldn't know anything about self-value. You couldn't know anything about value of a lady, because the value of a lady doesn't act like that. You the type of woman that a real man that got some motion, a real man that got some umph about himself, a real man that got some spunk about himself, you the type of woman that a man wouldn't even look at. He wouldn't even look at you for a good time out here acting a fool. I'm going to tell you something that a lot of women don't tell you women. But I'm going to say it because my mother always taught me this. Don't no man like no loudmouth ass woman. And he don't like no woman that don't know how to carry herself. He ain't finna be out here walking around with you, spending money on you, treating you like a queen, and you out here acting like something silly. You out here acting something strange. You out here acting other than everything other than what you supposed to be acting like, a woman. Ain't no real man gonna be bothered with you. You gonna be a good time in the trash can. You gonna be a good time in a dumpster, in an alleyway in the back of his car. And after that, ain't nobody never seen you. You the one at the funeral when he died crying, jumping up and down, and don't nobody even know you. Don't nobody, the family, the cousins don't know you. The sister-in-law, and if they did, they better act like they don't know you, because you that type. We in a war zone. Let me tell you something. I ain't never in my life, I've always received what I was supposed to receive. I always got what I was supposed to have, and I'm steady getting what I'm having with my Bernie Mac hairdo. Ain't no man ever told me he couldn't take me to dinner because I was rocking the Frederick Douglass. I ain't missed no meal. I ain't missed no date, whether it was a date at the dinner table, a date at the bar, a date in bed. I ain't missed no date with no damn body because I was rocking the Bernie Mac. If anything, folks was turned on that I had the Bernie Mac on my damn head. They was happy because they could take their hands. A real man to tell you this. He was happy that he could take his fingers and rub through the Bernie Mac. He was happy that he could go to bed and look at Bernie Mac, and he could wake up and go and look at Bernie Mac. See, a lot of y'all that's out here doing this hateful, spiteful things to other women, you might get him in the bed, but in the morning when that wig fall off or he see you without that wig, he running the other way because now you looking like George Jefferson. Don't nobody know what's up underneath them pieces. And like I said, I'm not trying to be funny because I know a lot of women that rock weave, and I never seen their hair before for years. And when they finally did take their weave off, their hair was big like this. I couldn't even understand why they had the wig on. Big, beautiful hair. But they didn't consider their hair to be beautiful because it was African hair. But that ain't my problem. I love my hair, and I'm not going to be defiled or dismeaned by anybody that got a problem with my hair only for the fact that they don't love their own hair, trying to put your imperfections off on me. I'm satisfied with what's going on. I ain't missed nothing. I ain't went without nothing because I had the Bernie Mac do. I ain't went without nothing. I got folks lined up right now trying to get with me, trying to get with the Bernie Mac do. You know, and Bernie Mac was a rich man. Like, who is you insulting? You ain't insulting nobody but yourself, especially when you talk about me. If you gonna wear a weave and talk about me, make sure your weave is pressed to perfection. Make sure it ain't staticky. Make sure it don't look like you stuck your hand through a socket. Make sure you put a dryer sheet in there when you with the hair. Make sure you iron it and press it out. Make sure it's moisturized. Don't come bothering me. Make sure when you take the wig off, your edges ain't gone. See, you that type of lady. You talking stuff about me, but you ain't even got no edges. Your edges push back to your occipital bone. Your edges back here. You talking about me and my Bernie Mac hairdo. You talking about my afro. You talking about my Black Panther Coalition movement. You ain't bothering me talking about me. You just make sure your stuff together. You make sure your hair ain't stinking and you keep it shampooed. You the one gotta glue your hair down, staple your hair down, spritz your hair down, and then get some damn pliers or get a hoe to pull it back up or get something to snatch it back up. That's you. Do you know how many men talk about how women hair stink? That was the type of calibers of women that I seen that was out here today trying to degrade me in different areas. Like I said, I don't know which one it was, but when I looked around, well, nobody rocking no cold pressed fresh weave. When I saw it, the things that I saw looked like folks stuck their hands through a socket. And it looked like if they took that shit off, hell, a dog would run. What is that? Everybody would have been confused if they came up out that piece. I'm just saying that to say this. All of this stuff out here talking about other people because you don't feel good about yourself, figure out a way to feel good about yourself. Because see, I'm gonna tell some of y'all women what's gonna end up happening. And it ain't gonna be for me because I got too much going on. I got too much shit to live for. And it ain't gonna be from the other people that got something going on and other people that got live for, something to live for. But there are some people out here that don't got a damn thing to live for. Some of y'all gonna run up out here with these subliminal messages and these dark enemies coming from the other side and all this soul tussling and all this soul time. You gonna say some shit to the wrong somebody. You gonna make somebody motherfucking day. Somebody out there waiting on you to make they day. They trying to get a free ticket to go to jail now and didn't know how they was gonna get what. Oh, you got something to say? They'll jump over there on your ass right now. Some people ain't got nothing to live for. And you gonna mess around, you gonna catch the wrong somebody, and you gonna say something to the wrong somebody, and you're gonna be through. You're through. Say one more word. Say one more word. You're through. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter about what choices somebody chooses to wear their hair or people accepting their real hair. You over here directing and deflecting this stuff on me because you can't except your own hair. I am part African. What else do you think my hair's supposed to look like? I'm confused. I'm not a European. I didn't come out of Europe. I didn't come out of China. I am an African. What type of hair? How you gonna get straight hair from an African? I'm confused. Just because you ashamed of what I'm not ashamed of, that don't have nothing to do with me. People can't even walk and mind their own business. You and your friends giggling, laughing, pointing out somebody's weight, pointing out how many teeth they got missing, pointing out this and pointing out that. But if somebody turned around and pointed some shit on you, your ass would melt to the floor right then and right there, because somebody got something to say about your ass and what they said. Hell, I can look over here, they ain't got nothing to do with it. I got something to say. So everybody can talk about everybody. There ain't been no problem. It ain't never been a problem finding nothing bad to say about nobody, because ain't nobody perfect. It ain't no problem looking at nobody picking out their flaws. It ain't no problem looking at somebody seeing what's wrong. All of us could talk about everybody. That's why I'm from the old school. If you ain't got nothing nice to say about nobody, don't say nothing at all. And my grandma Ruth was big on that. You ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. My grandmama talked just like that. My grandmama was out of Jonesboro, Arkansas, baby. Then she moved to Nashville. She had a farm. She married a white man in Mason, Tennessee. Baby, my Ruth talked just like that. You ain't got nothing nice to say about nobody. Don't say nothing at all. You ain't got nothing nice to say about nobody. Don't say nothing at all. Because see, when you go to open your mouth and say what you saying, that deducts from the edges that you got off your damn head that's already missing. That deducts from the ill-shaped body that's already missing. But see, you don't know about value of a woman. You could be more attractive just by keeping your mouth closed. You could attract some interesting things just by acting a lady. You don't know who looking at you when you in that state, but you don't know nothing about that state because you over here in that state acting a damn fool. You over here with Lucifer and his damn kids. You over here with the hoodlums. You over here in Hell's Kitchen. You down here in fire. So you don't know about what you can attract. And when you go to open your mouth and say what you're saying and go to do things that you go to do to other people, to hurt other people, because you hurt, guess what? The person that was in the corner looking at you, the person that was in the bushes that thought you was a cute thing, guess what? They don't find nothing cute about you because you opened up your mouth or you caused the action to say, hey, no, I could have seen her for my wife, even with the bald snatched edges. I could have done something with that, but her attitude don't match the bald snatched edges. Let me get out of here. He going to look at something else, baby. You don't talk to me about no attractiveness. You don't talk to me about no low-key charm. You don't talk to me about how to confess something. You don't talk to me about how to get something in your favor and how to make folks look at you in a different way, how to make people look at you in a different light, how to make other people feel a certain way about you. You wouldn't know nothing about no shit like that for me to talk with you. Baby, I wouldn't even come to your house and sit at the damn table with the damn dog and his dog bowl. Get some understanding about yourself. Get some business about yourself. Women, some of us got to do better. And I hate you in a place so low that you got to try to hurt other people when you go out. I hurt you. I hurt that you feel that bad that you can't even get out and enjoy your shopping experience. People is in survival mode right now. People trying to afford some damn 1 carton of eggs, a milk, some bread, some basic things, some cheese, some rice, just to keep their head above water, and may have to put their damn cakes back. That was for the adrenaline. That was for the sweet tooth. May have to put that back. Everybody ain't even getting EBT. Might have to put that back. People is in survival mode. and coming out here trying to make it and survive, and they got to go to the store. They got to go to the grocery store. They got to go to the mall. They got to go here and there and be bothered with the shit you talking about. People just trying to make it. This all you bring to the table. This all you value about yourself. You so hurt you walking past somebody, you gonna say some shit to somebody else. Your ass gonna turn around and walk past somebody and say something to somebody else, and somebody gonna light your ass up. We in the war zone. I love you. Women, if you sweet, stay sweet, because you can attract some things and attract some men. It's some secret onlookers hanging out in the bushes, under the cars, under the trees looking at you. But sometimes when you go to open your mouth, you can ruin a lot of things. I love you. Mwah.